Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel Creative Grandma. Today's video I have a box full of brand new yarn from Premier. So let's go over to the table and let's get started taking a look at these two new yarns from Premier. So the first new yarn that I purchased was one of my favorites. This is the Premier Basix. This is one of the go-to yarns that I use a lot. Well, they come out with 4 new colors in a marl yarn. You can see how those different shades are mixed together, and I have samples to show you how this works up. But first, let me tell you a little bit about the yarn. It is a 4 medium worsted weight yarn. It comes in a 245 yard skein, 224 meters. It is a 5-ounce, 140 gram skein. Now the difference between the Premier Basix and the Premier Basix Marl is that the Marl comes in a smaller skein of only 5 ounces, where the Premier Basic comes in a 7-ounce skein. So that's the difference. It's the same price of $3.39. It's 100% acrylic. Now it has been tested and approved, and if you look on the label you're going to see that seal where they were tested and approved against 350 harmful substances. Now this yarn is machine washable on warm and tumble dry. Now the yarn was made in Turkey. And again, beautiful new marl yarn colors in the Premier Basix. There's only 4 colors I have to show you. And again, this is the Caribbean Marl. So let me show you the sample that I made. Now this sample here was made using Stitch of the Week, the Loopy Stitch. This is Stitch of the Week number 57. So let me show you what this stitch pattern looks like. Whoops, on the wrong side. So let me flip it over. So when you take a look at the sample, you're going to see how this yarn changes color. Down here at the bottom, you're going to see that solid color. And then it's going to mix with a different color blue. They take the bottom color, mix it in with a different color, and then they bring it up here. And then they mix it with another color, so you can see all the different color changes. And then it goes back to a lighter color and then back to the solid. So I made a sample just big enough so you could see all the color changes of this yarn. So when you look at the skein of yarn, you're going to see how those color changes would work up in your sample. So let me hold it up just a little bit. It's a little lacier stitch. So that is what the first color looks like. The second color of the marl is this beautiful gray and black. And if you like those contemporary colors, this is really pretty. This is color number 200103. Monochrome marl, and again you can see how when you work that up how it's going to change colors. So let me grab my sample. So again, with this sample I started and I worked until it started repeating the color change. So let me zoom out just a little bit more so you can see that. Now this sample here was Stitch of the Week number 47. This was crocheted using the V-stitch lace stitch. And I want to remind everyone, all these Stitch of the Week patterns are free on our website, creativegrandma.net. You just go to the website, click on Stitch of the Week. You can download one pattern, you can download them all. And I like to suggest to people, get yourself a binder, get some of those sheet protectors, print these patterns out, start your own little reference book, so when you're looking for a stitch pattern and you need to make a project and you're just not sure what stitch you use, you can look through that book and find a really nice stitch pattern. So again, this is what the monochrome marl looks like. You can see how it has just a little bit of gray down here where I started, then it went into the gray and black, a little bit of gray with white mixed in, and then it goes to a solid gray. and then it gets a little bit darker, and then it goes back to the black and gray. Now I have to say I don't use a lot of black and gray colors. I like those contemporary designs where you use black, white, and gray, and I just think this is a really pretty yarn if you like contemporary colors, contemporary designs. I think this would look beautiful as a hat, a scarf, even a beautiful afghan. And a lot of times when you're trying to figure out your home decor, sometimes those black colors, they just go with just about anything, and it just makes the perfect color combination for your next project. So again, that was the monochrome marl, color number 2001-03. So the next color of the marl that they came out with was this beautiful pink, white, and gray. And this is color number 2001-04, Rose Quartz Marl. So let me grab my sample. So here is my sample, and this is Stitch of the Week number 20. And this was pattern number 2, the Fancy Grit Stitch. So it's a really solid crochet pattern. It has a very nice look to the stitch, and I just thought this was really pretty. It goes from gray with real light pink, and then if you really look close, it gets just a little bit darker, just a shade where you can't even hardly notice, and then it goes into a darker pink, and then a darker pink. And then from the dark pink and gray, it's going to switch to gray and white. And then it's going to go back to the gray with that real light pink, and then start the pattern repeat over with those colors. So very pretty if you like pinks and grays together. So again, that was the third color, and that was color number 2001-04, Rose Quartz Marl. The last color, again, there was only 4 different colors they come out with, is this green marl. You can see all those different shades and how they would change colors as you work your pattern up. This is color number 2001-01, Foliage Marl. So let me grab my sample. So here is my sample, and I just decided to make a regular granny square because the other colors I showed you, I worked back and forth, but I wanted to know how it looked if you started in the center and you started working around and around. So this is a square, but it shows you how it started with the dark, and then you can see how it changed colors. And I kind of liked it better when it's changing colors going around all 4 sides. And I also think this would be really pretty maybe in a C2C blanket or project, or anything where you're crocheting on the diagonal where it's going corner to corner. I can just see how pretty that would look. But again, this is the 4th sample to show you how it would look if you're going around. And this was color number 2001-01, Foliage Marl. Now the Premier Basix Marl, it just is the same as the Premier Basic in the feel. If you're used to Premier Basics, you're going to like this if you like the basics. Now it is a regular 100% acrylic, so it has that feel. Now it's not real scratchy. It does have a softer feel than some acrylics. Now I'm very happy with the Premier Basics. So let's move on to the second new yarn that I purchased. The second new yarn I purchased, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's the Premier, and it's Ciao Merino. It comes in 240 yards, 220 meters, 1.75 ounces, and 50 grams. This is 61% fine superwash merino, 22% nylon, and 17% alpaca. It's a number 3 lightweight yarn. It does say hand wash, lay flat to dry. Now the yarn is made in Turkey, and this is color 2068 02 Bellini. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the colors I purchased, and then after I show you the colors, the last color I show you, I'll show you a small sample that I worked up and tell you what I think of the yarn. So let me just show you the colors first. Again, this was color 206802 Bellini, and it's almost like a real light peach color. I hope it's showing up true to color on the monitor. I'm using one of those auto lights for natural lighting so you can get a true indication of the color, and again it's a light peach, and if you really look close you can see the different shading. It's so subtle it's really hard to see, but you can see different tones in that, real subtle different tones. So the next color I have to show you is this beautiful denim color. This is color number 2068-05 denim. Now this is like a gray heather mixed with a really touch of denim blue in it. It might be hard to see, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it up to one of the other colors after I show it to you, because there's like 3 different shades that look on the gray scale, and you can really see the color differences when they're side by side. So let me show them to you first, and then you can really see how the blue pops out on this when it's next to the other colors. But again, gray heather mixed with like a blue heather, just a slight touch of blue to this yarn. And again, that is color 2068-05 denim. The next color is this gray color, and this is 2068-08 stone. So again, it's like a gray heather, and if you really look, you can see those different tones of those grays. And I don't know if I said this is a chain link construction. So let me get it up to the camera so you can see the construction of this yarn. It looks just like you sat and crocheted a chain. So it's crocheted chain link construction of this yarn, and this is called stone, color number 2068-08. Now the next color is what I want to say is a really light gray mixed with a dull white tone. And again, it almost looks heathered. It's very pretty if you like those light grays. And this is color number 2068-09 ash. So I want to lay these last 3 yarns side by side so you can see the difference. And when I lay this denim down, when I lay it next to the other ones, you can see how that blue really popped out. When I had it by itself, I was having trouble seeing the blue. But then when I put it up to the other ones, it really made the blue pop. So if this is a yarn that you would like, it would look beautiful with either one of these, just to make that blue really pop in that yarn. So the next color they have in this yarn is vanilla. It's color 2068-07. Now this is not a bright white. This is on the lines of a darker white, or it looks like it has a tinning in the yarn, almost like a peach or a pink to me. It could be the lighting, but it's not a bright white. So let me see if I can get it up there so you can see that little bit of tint in that yarn. I'm not sure if it's showing up on the camera, but again, it's not a bright white. So let me lay that down and grab my gray, and then you can compare it side by side, because I have it on a white table. This might help you see the color better for the vanilla right here. So the next color I have to show you is color number 2068-03 pear. Now this is like a greenish yellow tone for this color. And again, you can see that chain link construction of the yarn. It's a very pretty color. And again, this was pear, color 2068-03. The next color is this beautiful lavender purple. This is color number 2068-06 Thistle. And again, when you look, if you really look close, you can see those different colors. Just a beautiful heather of the different colors. I can see light, I can see medium, I can see a little bit of dark. And this is so very pretty. I just absolutely love this color. And again, that was color 2068-06 Thistle. The next color is color number 2068-04 Chambray. Again, this is a beautiful blue. And look again, and you can see how those colors are just so subtle. They just blend together so well. It's just really pretty yarn. And this again was the chambray color number 2068-04. So one more color to go. The last color is this pink shade, and this is 2068-01, and this is called Dusty Rose. Now, I did open this and use some of this for my sample, so I'm just going to try to hold it up there so you can see the coloring of this yarn. So now let me show you the sample. So here is my sample, and again, I made a very small sample. I just used a single crochet V-stitch. Now, I have to admit, when I started crocheting with this yarn, I was trying to like it. And then by the time I got this size sample made, I thought, that's it. And I hate to say it, I did not like working with it. I did not like the feel of it. And I just don't think I would be happy using this yarn. Now, if you're a person who's used to working with alpaca, nylon, and superwash merino, then you're going to know what it feels like, and you're going to know whether you like it or not. But if you're someone like me who uses mostly acrylics, and sometimes I really do go out and buy some superwash merino, and that is really soft. This just had that little bit scratchy feel like alpaca has, but it's a natural fiber. Now, the one thing about this yarn was it was $4.99 a skein. Now, I paid full price and bought one skein of each color because I wanted to make a sweater. I just thought it was gorgeous yarn, and when I got it, I thought it would be a little bit different. And that's what happens when these new yarns come out. You just don't know until you order them in. Now, this yarn is 10% off right now, but it's not a yarn that I will buy. Now, I purchased it because I thought I would like it. When I got it, I didn't like it. So I spent a lot of money buying all these different colors, and I'm just not going to use it. It's just one of those things where when a new yarn comes out, you have to use your own judgment. What I like to tell people is, if you see a new yarn and you want to make something out of it, buy one skein only. Just buy one skein, have it shipped in, do a sample swatch, see if you like it, see if you like the feel, see if you like how it works with, and then go from there. You can always place an order. It's better to order one skein and see if you like it than to order maybe 10 skeins for a sweater and then you get it and have to ship it back. Very expensive to do that. So again, when you watch these videos, you have to remember it's all in what you like, not what I like or dislike. But that was just my opinion, and please do not get mad at me because I said I really didn't care for the yarn. Beautiful colors, and again, it's just not a yarn I would use after working up a sample, and the way it felt to crochet up, the way it looks pretty. It's just, I don't like the feel of it, and I just wouldn't use it. So that is my opinion. So I'm sorry, Premier. I would have to pass on this yarn. I think they're beautiful colorways, but I just didn't care for the yarn. So those are the new yarns that I purchased from Premier. Again, you have those Premier Basix Marls in those 4 new colors. And then you have that new merino yarn right here where I showed you all these colorways. Now, when you're watching these videos, please use your own judgment. I'll have a link in the description box if you want to go to Premier and look at these yarns and read the information and judge for yourself. You can do that. So thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope this video has been helpful, and until next time, happy crocheting everyone.